Hi everybody, I'm back for my third video today, and I got my little Winston right here, and I wanted to discuss something that's really very important that I think as us as doll collectors with silicone and reborn dolls, with this virus going around, I'm going to feed him a bottle while I am talking, because he's a very hungry boy, and I like to feed my babies. And no, this is real formula, and he can take real formula. He sure can, but I don't feed him real formula. I don't want my baby to stink, even though you have to clean him out afterwards. I don't do that. This bottle is sealed, and he isn't getting any of it. Not any of it at all. I got to shake it up. But the subject, this is a very hard subject to talk about. You know, if it really is. But I've been thinking about doing this video with this virus going around and with everybody passing away and loved ones, and I've been praying my butt off, you know, to people, and just all kinds of stuff, because it is hard. You know, we are in quarantine. We can't go anywhere. We can't visit our families, only talking on the phone, and that's totally different than seeing them in person. And yes, he is eating, just to let you know. But like I said, it's a sealed nipple. The water or the milk will not come out of here because it's sealed. Just to let you guys know, I only feed him distilled water when I do his wet and drink system. But anyways, the subject I want to talk about, and it's not an easy subject to talk about, but I'm just being just in case this happens, because the one doctor is saying that this could possibly come back around in the fall. And heaven forbid, we're lucky that we didn't get it this time. But are we going to be lucky the next time if it does come around back in the fall? And it's been just dawning on my mind, like, I know that God is in control. I do. I know that he is. God is a loving God, but, we all have our time, where we're going to, not be here on earth. And a lot of people have passed away, and it's so sad and it's so heartbreaking that every time you turn on the news, our faces are glued to it. More deaths, and some people are getting better. Some people are, this and that. And that one doctor keeps saying it's a possibility that it could come back in the fall. Well, if it comes back in the fall, and we happen to get it and we pass away from it, who's going to be getting our babies? Our silicones, our reborn dolls. I know as far as my family is concerned, I know that my mother would put them on eBay or Amazon, Amazon or eBay or PayPal, and sell them. I do know that, because my mom knows how much these dolls mean so much to me. And so, I've been thinking so much about it, and it just seems to me like we all need a plan with our dolls as to who the dolls are going to go to if something were to happen to us. Just today, I watched a lady on video, and I was going to do this because I told you guys earlier I was going to come on and do another serious video. with you guys. And here I am, and after I got done doing my video, I watched a couple of other videos, and this one lady said that her family, be safe, stay safe, wear gloves, wear masks when you go out in public, and, keep yourself protected so you don't get it. Because she says, when I die, my dolls are going to the thrift stores. My family will just send them all to thrift stores and the Salvation Army, and they're called different places at different, in different states, but they're still the same type of stores. And heaven forbid if that happened to me, because boy, I'd be jumping out of my grave. I'm telling you that right now. But I know my mom and my sister, and they would sell these babies on Amazon and on eBay or PayPal or whatever. They would put these babies up for sale. I'm almost 100% sure that they would. So I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, you're really drinking a lot here, aren't you, buddy? Because mommy's talking and you always take advantage of that. Yes, you do. But you're a big boy and you eat a lot, don't you? Yes, you're a big boy, so you eat a lot. And mama always holds his neck and makes sure I have a firm hold on his head. But anyways, I just want a feedback on you guys on what, would happen to your babies if something should happen to you. I know in my opinion, I would give them to reborn mommies out there who I know would take good care of my babies, but I wouldn't be able to do that. First of all, he's not paid for. I'm making payments on him right now to my mother. She bought him for me, and I have to pay her back. This baby isn't a free baby. But if I die before if I die or get this coronavirus and I die before I get him paid off, of course my mom's gonna, because they know how much I care about my reborns and my dolls. So they would sell them. And they wouldn't send them off to no thrift store or, Salvation Army or whatever. That was just so appalling to me that her family would do her that way. And I was always thinking about this before, like, if I got it and I passed away, who's going to take care of my babies? And I already know the answer to that. My sister and my mom would sell them. Because they know how important it is. And especially if I hadn't paid her back for this baby, she would definitely want to get her money back. And so I just want to know your opinion on what you would do, with your babies. If I had it my way, they would go to my reborn YouTubers that I watch, that I know would take good care of my babies. That's what I would personally do. But, I don't have any control over that until I get this baby paid off, and it's going to take me a while to get him paid off because he was an expensive baby. So yeah, okay, buddy, that's enough. That's enough. Mommy ain't gonna fill your belly too full. You'll get all cramped up and then you'll be fussing all night. And Mommy ain't gonna have that. No, Mama's not gonna have that. And you got a piece of fuzz in your mouth. Let me get that. Okay, my baby boy. Let's put him up here and burp. So yeah, I would just like to know, do you have family members that are going to take care of your babies? You haven't thought about it. I think we all should be thinking about that, because what if, especially that doctor keeps saying that, oh yeah, it could come back in the fall. We might not be done with this coronavirus for a long time. And that would just be awful. Awful, like these people, and then what? We're next in the fall? I don't think so, because I protect myself, and I also wash my hands often. I've always been like that. Yeah, he's a tired baby boy, so yeah, Mama's baby boy is tired. And he feels like a real baby, I swear to God, he does. When you're holding him, he's heavy like a real baby boy. His soft, squishy silicone is just amazing to Mama. Yes. It's a little bit different than Roman's. It is. But it is just as soft as him, you know. I mean, the feeling of him and everything, he's smooth. He's very smooth to his skin. Very, very smooth. And so is Roman. He's got that soft, squishy, like Roman. Soft and squishy. I mean, you could squeeze his arm and touch. You can feel the armatures between his, when you squeeze his arms. I mean, that's how much, you know, that's how much squishiness he is. His feet flatten completely out when you, touch his feet. So his squishiness, it's like Roman's. It's the same as Roman's. You can feel his armatures by me doing that. I can't squeeze it like completely together on his legs because his legs are thicker, but his arms, I can. Yeah, he's a very squishy, very, very squishy. He's got hair all over him, you guys. His hair is just getting all over everything. But Mommy's just gonna not worry about that. Look at this. My goodness sakes. I swear to God. His hair is just falling out just me holding him. I mean, it's... And I'm not gonna send him back to have him rooted. I'll root him myself. And I'll make sure that I put it inside his head way deep to where I don't have this problem. For real. But anyways, so yeah, I was just wondering what your take is on that. I told another person, she did a video, one of my subscribers, she did a video, and she also was talking about how scary this is, and she don't know what the future holds and stuff like that. And I told her that I was going to do a video on this. Before I watched that one lady's video, I had already been thinking about it for a couple of days there. And it's like I didn't know how to bring it up in my videos, but it's hard to actually talk about it. It is for me, but it's reality. And you know, we are lucky and we were blessed by God that we didn't get it this time, but we might not be so lucky next time. And so, yeah, I just want your opinion on, you know, who would your babies go to? Who would take care of your babies for you? If that were to happen to you or happen to me. I told you what my mom would do and my sister, so, because they know how much I care about my dolls. So they wouldn't do any cruel thing and just take them to a thrift store and drop them off. They would sell them all. So I'm just wondering, you know, from your guys' point of view, I know a lot of people don't like talking about it, but it's an issue that I think we all need to deal with, considering we may never ever have a normal life again, if they can't get this under control. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I know it's not an easy subject, but I just want your opinion. I want to know what, you know, what your take is on it, what you would do. You know, you really haven't thought about it, which I didn't think about it until I kept hearing that doctor come on with Trump always saying that it could come back in the fall, it could come back in the fall. They don't have a cure for it yet. The vaccination that they used, it didn't work on 80 people, I think, were tested, and it didn't work on them. So... they're not going to come out with a vaccination, and it's not going to be until 2021 before it even gets here. So yeah, we got to think about those things, and yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. I love my Winston here. It's past his bedtime, and he is so happy that Mommy's up with him this late, aren't you? But you're going to sleep really good tonight, aren't you, Bella? Yes. You're going to sleep really good for Mama tomorrow, aren't you? Or tonight. Mommy just loves you so much, my boy. I don't know what I would do without these. I want to be buried with a couple of them, I think. I don't know. But anyways, it's came to my mind to just bury all of them with me. But so I'm with them, but that's not funny, and I shouldn't have laughed about that. But I mean, seriously. Yeah, so what would you do? What would you do with your babies? I gotta set him down because he's getting pretty heavy on Mommy. And, Mommy can only take so many pounds without her back going out on her. And then today, I think my toddler baby that I got, I took a picture of the toddler baby that I purchased that was supposed to be 23 inches tall, which this baby is not. I got Allie Lynn right here, right by me. I'm going to show you a picture of the baby that I thought I was purchasing. So here is the baby that I thought I was getting. She's light-skinned. She has a mouth closed, no open mouth, no teeth. She is light-skinned. Now, look at her. Look at little Allie. Look at little Allie here. I'm trying to get a really good, because I want you guys to see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. So here, let me get her closer up to I gotta do this way. Don't get me wrong, I like Allie. But do you see what's wrong with this? Can you see that this baby is not that dark? She has a closed mouth. I'll bring the phone down. Closed mouth. Look at this doll. She's got an open mouth and she's got teeth. And she is much darker than this baby that I thought I paid for. And I got to looking at her, and I got to looking at her, and I got to looking at her. And this is not a 23-inch baby girl. She's beautiful. Her coloring is beautiful. But this doll is not this doll. Look at the shape of their mouth. She's got a smaller mouth. This is not the same doll. She's got an open mouth. This one's, whoops. This one's got a closed one, and she's not that dark-skinned. So you guys tell me if I'm seeing the right baby here. I'm trying to just get this where you guys could really see this good. Her dark skin. Oh, there we go. Here we go. And why is that like that? I'm trying to do this, and I had it perfect. Do you see what I'm talking about? This is the baby I thought I was getting. And this is the baby that I got. Oh my God, if I could just bring her where she would show. There we go. All right, so there's her. Open mouth with teeth. Come on, don't go out on me. And that's her. She's got a wider nose. She's got a closed mouth. She's got an open mouth with teeth. Do you guys think this is the same baby? Let me bring her down a little bit smaller. Even a little bit smaller. But do you think it's the same baby? This is the baby I fell in love with, and this is the baby I paid for. This one right here. And this is the baby I got. Can you see her? There, there's a good picture of her right there. And then I'm going to open up. Look at her mouth. It's open with 2 teeth. Does this baby have teeth? Just went out. Sorry, baby girl. Sorry. That's her. She has a closed mouth. So I just wanted you guys to see this baby girl, because if this is not the baby I paid for, I'm definitely going to have to send this baby back. I like her, but this is not the baby I paid for. You could clearly see that this baby has an open mouth and teeth. This baby does not. This baby is 23 inches. This baby is not. She's very beautiful. But I got a different baby. And I want you guys to tell me if you see the difference. If you think this is the same baby. Yeah, I just want you guys to see if you think this baby is the same as this baby right here. My TV keeps reflecting on this picture. And I don't know why, because of my mirror, I think. And now she's turning up where you can't see her in the camera. But yeah, I mean in my phone. So I'm really curious. Every time I try to put these guys side by side, with each other, I think you guys get the point, and you see the difference in these babies. I mean, I think this baby is totally different. Than this baby. And it's just so sad that people are so dishonest with people. This is not the same doll. That baby doesn't have an open mouth. She has a closed mouth. This one has an open mouth, and she has 2 teeth. 2 teeth in her mouth. You see that? And I'm just very disappointed. Yes, I like her. I do. I like her, but this isn't the baby that I purchased. And I don't think it is the baby that I purchased. I really don't. Because this is a picture that I thought, this is the baby I thought I was getting. And as you can clearly see, she has a closed mouth. She has a wider nose. She has bigger lips. This little girl has teeny tiny lips. Teeny tiny lips. And she's got an open mouth. So, and she has a teeny tiny nose. Look at that teeny tiny nose. And I like her. I do. But, you know, I think I got ripped off. That was the baby I was supposed to get. So I'm showing you guys this because I want your opinion. I want you guys' opinion on whether or not this baby, as you can clearly see, is not that baby. Look at how dark she is. The other one is lighter. She doesn't have an open mouth. She has a big mouth. She has bigger lips. She has bigger nose. She has a really small dentation right in here where she has a big, large gap there. Open mouth. I just don't know. And she's not 23 inches tall. My little Allie. Allie Lynn. So please let me know on both these subjects and let me know if you think this is the same baby that's in that photo. But I'm almost 100% sure that this doll is not her. Not her. Unless she couldn't have. Because she has a closed mouth. And this baby has an open mouth. And she has teeth. And her mouth is way too small. And I think she just sent me one that looked like it. Is what I think. She just sent me one that looks like it. So anyways, let me know what your opinion is, you guys. Because I might be sending the baby back. Because it's not right for someone to take advantage of you and send you the wrong baby when you paid the money that I paid for this doll. And she's supposed to be 23 inches and she doesn't even look like the picture that I got, that I purchased. And I can prove that for eBay when I do the box opening. So clearly, these are two different babies. So please let me know in your comments below if you think this doll is the same baby or and should I get my money back and send her back and put in a complaint that I did not receive the right baby, because this baby's supposed to be 23 inches tall. Parker over there is 24 inches and she's way teenier than him. Gosh, my baby here is bigger than this baby. Look at him, look at his size, and look at her. So, I mean, I know she's close up. But if I was to lay her down next to him, look at that. They're the same size baby. They're exactly the same size baby. There's no way that this baby is 23 inches long. No way. And I'm very upset because I don't like people taking advantage of me, you know? And for them to do that and send me a baby that doesn't even look like the picture. Like, what, she thinks I'm gonna be blind when I open up the box? Like, seriously. This is not her. So yes, I think I'm going to get my money back because this ain't the doll that I purchased. I like her. I love her. Nothing against this doll at all. It wasn't this baby's fault. It wasn't this doll's fault. But she sent me the wrong doll. And I think she did it on purpose. She showed a picture of the doll that she was selling, but sold me this one. And that's falsifying. She isn't being honest with the doll. because I know darn well this ain't the same doll. Even though I like her, she's really beautiful. But I just got to looking at her, and then I went back to my phone, and I kept looking at that picture and everything, and I kept saying to myself, this isn't that baby. It's impossible. You can see her from right here. She's got an open mouth, and you can see her teeth. And that other doll doesn't have an open mouth. She has a closed mouth. She's light-skinned. This one is dark, very dark compared to her. So, yes. So I need your guys' opinion. I just want your opinion. She looks so big when you put her, but she's really small. Like I said. So I just want your guys' opinion. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I know my eyes are not deceiving me. I think I just simply got the wrong baby. That's it. I might have to put in a complaint. I really would love to keep her, but I want my money back because that ain't the doll that I paid for. There's no way that's the doll that I paid for. This is not a toddler. And that's what I paid for. It's a toddler. And we know that toddlers are not cheap. Even though I got her at a cheaper price. But that's not it. Not it. All right. Well, that's all I have to say. I've got to get into bed. It's late. And I just wanted to do this video on your opinion on what would happen to your babies if this coronavirus happens to come back in the fall and we actually happen to no mask or no gloves are going to protect us. We're going to get it anyways. We were just blessed this time by God not to get it. Which I think it's a blessing from God that I didn't get it. I don't know what you all think, but that's how I think. I think God blessed us. Being smart and keeping safe and doing what we need to do, yeah. So, yeah, my precious boy, I am so happy I got him back. But I'm so disappointed because, I think people need to be more honest about babies. Now, if she showed me a picture of this baby, honestly, I wouldn't have bought it. I wouldn't have bought it. I just wouldn't. But what attracted me to the baby in the first place was how beautiful that baby was. Not that she's not beautiful, she is. But that baby on my phone is much beautiful than her. She's light-skinned and she's a total different baby. And so, yes, I'm going to have to do something because... But anyways, give me your opinion, you guys. Tell me if you think that's the same baby. Tell me if you see... I want your opinion. I really do. I want your opinion. And I just might have to send little Allie Lynn back because I just don't think she's the same doll and I don't want to have someone take advantage of me in that way. I really don't. And I checked this baby thoroughly out and really well, and the paint is coming off of her fingertips. Definitely. And she looks like her fingernails are purple, like she's got purple fingers. On this hand, not so bad, but it looks purple. The bottom of her hand, if you look real closely, it looks purple. It's all purple. I noticed, I was checking her out, and I noticed that her creasing and stuff falls right into, well, it's not this foot, it's this foot. That's the worst foot. It runs into the, look at that. You see it running down into the foot? And then the bottom of her feet look purple. Pure purple. Purple and brown. But see how that's running way down into the reborn? Other than that, she's got it. And this is her heels. Her heels. So I took a better look at her. And it is rubbed off the back of her heel. Look at that. It's rubbed off. It's rubbed off here. In the back of her feet. And on this arm, there's a lot of fading on this arm. It's a big spot right here on her arm. You see all that fading on her arm? Look at that. It's a very big spot. Where this arm, there's nothing wrong with this arm at all. Like, it is painted really good. Yeah, she's painted really good. Oh, she is losing a spot right there. And it's purple. It's purple. It's not like the color of the reborn doll. It's purple. Purple, and she's got lost paint here on her ears. Nothing but purple. Purple, purple, purple. She added purple, and then her lips and inside her mouth are purple. I don't know if you can see that. Get her in the light. But her mouth, inside her mouth is purple. Her lips are purple. So yeah. That's all I wanted to say, and she's got missing, like I said. You know, she is a beautiful sculpt, but I just don't think this is the baby that I purchased. And she does have really big feet. This doll has big, huge feet. But I think this doll is on the wrong body, to be honest. She has humongous feet, big arms and hands, and a small body. So I don't know. And a small head. A very small head. And if you see on my other toddlers, they all have big heads. Every single one of my toddlers have big heads. So anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. Hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you want to get notifications when I do a video, push the bell button twice. You'll get notifications whenever I do a video. And I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful night. And thank you for watching me chit-chat. But this is just so important for me to know. It's none of my business. But if you're willing to share that, that's fine. You know, nobody forces anybody to share something they don't want to share. But yeah, I would just like to know, do you have people that are going to be taking your babies and taking care of them? And do you think this baby is the same baby I purchased? So it's on my phone. It's on this phone, and I took a picture of it with this phone, which is my big phone. And this is a big, huge phone, as you can see. It's very big. But anyway, so let me know what you think, and I might get this one turned back on. Yeah. And have two phones because this one's messing up an awful lot. So, and and have a backup phone. But anyways, just let me know what you think. I love you guys. I've got to get off of here. I love you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Until my next video, which that will be tomorrow. All right. Love you guys. Bye.